Daryl Rath from Rath Racing, here today to talk to you about sway bars. Anybody that's doing flat track, TT, ice racing, or anything at high speed situations where they're trying to control body roll, we're going to try to keep all 4 tires in the ground to do what they're supposed to do. 3 tires on the ground, 1 up in the air does nobody any good. It's just the forces of all the vehicle weight, your weight, everything that's going into that corner is going to force the quad to roll to the right, just like you're trying to tip it over. What a sway bar does is control that, and it doesn't allow it to do that. Probably the easiest way to explain it is to actually show you what it's going to do. I'm going to show you a bike with the sway bar on and without the sway bar on. Okay, I'm going to lift up on the back tire and try to basically simulate a quad going in the corner, which is what we're doing. Is I'm going to pick up on this tire until we can pick up that front tire with it. See how I have to force it? I only have the rear tire off the ground probably about 2 inches, 3 inches maybe at the most, before that tire is starting to lift. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift up on the quad just like I did before. Haven't changed anything else. All I did is disconnect the sway bar. So what I'll do is I'll pick up the tire right now. That's how far off the ground I got before I'm actually starting to pick that front tire off. Almost probably about another 2 inches more body roll. And this is on a TT quad that has PEP suspension designed just for dirt track, which is already going to help limit body roll, but that kind of gives you an idea how much more it does. You know, pretty much every one of our sway bars, they all mount in the top shock A-arm bolt here. You know, we got 2 brackets that come up that actually hold the torsion bar tube. You know, once that's in place, that's how the customers start out with. Then they'll stick the torsion bar in itself. They'll put the 2 aluminum arms on it, the control arms, and then we have the links that run off of that. Installation time should never ever take longer than a half hour. It's pretty basic. The bar itself is made out of spring steel, the same thing that you see made out of a coilover shock. So we can tune it by the length of the bar, the diameter of the bar is all how we can tune it. You know, some heavier riders or guys that are running in different situations will want a stiffer bar, or some guys that are really, really light, you know, we can handle that. But we also have the 6 adjustment holes, which controls how much leverage runs on those torsion bars. These here, first 4 holes are, honestly, all I'll do is to get rid of weight. The last 6 holes are all spaced equally, and what we do is from the center of this pivot point to the first hole would be the stiffest sitting, to the very back hole would be the softest sitting. Up in the front here, less body roll, in the back, more body roll. Do I have to change my suspension to run a sway bar? That's kind of a loaded question. Most times, case not. The sway bar simply controls the body roll for applications of what we're talking about, TT and supermoto, short track racing. So once again, I want to thank you guys for taking a look at the videos here and purchasing our Rath Racing products. I've done this for a long time, guys. Been a lot of history with this stuff. You know, it's definitely my heart. I love doing this stuff. And, you know, any questions you guys have or anything like that, don't be scared to call us. And I can assure you that our sway bar is one of the best sway bars you can buy out there on the market. It's won national championships every year. I mean, I've had most of the pro riders run my stuff. Pretty much all my pro riders run it. And they run it because they choose to ride it. I don't pay anybody. These guys use my product. The simple fact is because it works.
$17, $18 years at least.
In fact, like, can I get on the line 20 guys? It's awesome.
We're in the pro class, pro-am class, and the pro-am unlimited.
I've been racing since I was 15 years old.
Been racing ATVs now for 26 years.